Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to be ranking my top 25 favorite knives slash guns in MM2. This list includes every single tier, including things like trophies, and also tell me in the comments what your favorite weapons are in MM2, and yeah, let's begin. Alright, starting off this list at number 25 is the Galactic Gun from Gunbox 1. This is actually my favorite weapon in the game from any knife, gun, or mystery box, and I think this gun looks super cool. It's pitch black and then is a glowing blue streak going down the middle. It's one of the cleanest looking guns in the game. Coming in at number 24 is Ornament from 2015. All of the 2015 items are super high quality, and there are many more on this list. And as for Ornament, the gold and red color scheme looks very good, and like most of the other 2015 knives, it looks like it's like kind of made out of like metal, and it also has like a metal edge, which looks really cool. So overall, it's a great knife, and it comes in at 24. Alright, and next up at number 23 is Chromatides, and this is my favorite chroma in the game. The reason why I like this knife so much is because instead of being blue, the knife is actually gray or silver, which is really cool. Silver trophies are always some of the best weapons in the game, so this knife is essentially a chroma silver trophy, which is really cool, and this comes in at number 23. Number 22 is another 2015 knife, which is the wrapped knife. Green is my favorite color, which you can probably see by my avatar, so any green items I like, and I think it's cool that the knife is actually wrapped because you can actually see the edge of the default knife poking out of the edge, and then the orangish red bow works perfectly with the green, and it's one of the best items in the game in my opinion. Alright, and coming in at 21 is Ginger Scope. This is just one of the coolest items in the game. It's the only sniper in MM2 and has a custom bullet sound and trail, and I also think gingerbread themed knives and guns always look really good, and Ginger Scope comes in at 21. Alright, and on to number 20, which is actually the wrapped gun from 2015. The reason why I like this gun is basically the same thing as the knife, but I like the gun a little bit more just because the gun is a lot brighter, while I feel like the knife is kind of like dark and looks desaturated, but both are definitely still great. Coming in at number 19 is the Aurora knife from 2019. This is one of the highest quality and cleanest looking weapons in the game, the bottom of the knife being mountains, and then the top of the knife being a super cool looking green Aurora just looks fantastic. Number 18 and 17 are basically the same thing, which are the Snowman knife and gun from 2015. Again, 2015 items are always the best, and these two weapons are definitely great. The snow covering the ice underneath looks really cool, and I like the little snowman at the bottom of each one, and overall both of these are just well designed, good looking weapons. Alright, and coming in at number 16 is Harvester. Just like Ginger Scope, this gun is just super cool. It's one of only 2 crossbows in the game and has a custom trail and sound. Ice Piercer is also very cool, but I prefer Harvester a little bit more because I think the model looks a little bit better, and also because it's green. Okay, again, these next two are basically the same thing. So number 15 and 14 is Elderwood Revolver and Elderwood Scythe. The texture for both of these is super cool, and the wood pattern looks great. Also, the 2 shades of purple work together well, and also both just have very good looking models and are some of the coolest items in the game in my opinion. Alright, next up on the list is another 2015 knife, which is Tree. This knife looks absolutely fantastic. All of the different ornaments and lights with the tree in the background just work perfectly, along with all the colors working perfectly too, and this is one of the best knives in the game in my opinion. Next up at number 12 is Jack. It's a pitch black knife with a sinister purple jack-o'-lantern smiling at you in the middle, which is super cool. This is one of the most menacing looking knives in the game, and it comes in at number 12. Alright, and coming in at number 11 is Cotton Candy. This knife is super clean looking with just a blue handle, white blade, and then a blue and pink cotton candy pattern going up the blade, which looks really cool, and it's one of the best weapons in the game in my opinion. Okay, and now on to the top 10, and again, these next two are basically the same thing. So coming in at number 10 and 9 is Blue Sugar and Sugar. The model of Sugar is super cool. It's just a candy cane minigun, which is awesome, and both Blue Sugar and normal Sugar have a great color. I prefer the red just a little bit more, but both are fantastic guns. Okay, and now number 8 is Silver Elderwood Blade. Normal Elderwood Blade is already a great godly, but Silver Elderwood Blade is on a whole nother level in my opinion. Silver trophies always look really cool, and the silver works great on Elderwood Blade, and what helps it even more is that the wood texture on the blade was changed, and now it's more of like a shiny looking texture, which makes this one of the cleanest looking knives in the game, and it comes in at number 8. Okay, and coming in at number 7 is Blue Elderwood Revolver. Like I said about normal Elderwood Revolver, it's one of my favorite weapons in the game, and changing the color to blue worked perfectly. To be honest, if normal Elderwood Blade was blue and the trophy was purple, I would probably have the purple one swapped with this, just because I feel like part of the reason why I like trophies so much is seeing a golly with a new color color is just really cool, which helps make me think of the blue version as better, but obviously both are fantastic, and this is one of the best guns in the game in my opinion. Alright, and then at number 6 is actually Blue Elderwood Blade. My opinion on this is basically the same thing as Silver Elderwood Blade, but I just think the blue looks a little bit better, and this comes in at number 6. Okay, now on to the top 5, and number 5 is Neon. I think green and blue is just a super good looking color scheme, and again, green is my favorite color. This knife actually might have been higher, but there's like a gray splotch in the back, or whoever made this knife, maybe Nicholas or something, forgot to fill in the rest of the texture with green, and this actually really annoys me, but this is still one of the best knives in the game in my opinion. Alright, and now coming in at number 4, which is my favorite trophy in MM2, and that is Silver Hollows. This knife just looks absolutely insane. Again, all silver trophies are cool, and this is the epitome of that. The texture on the normal Hollows edge also is kind of like low quality looking, and it's still low quality on this version, but I feel like it being silver makes it less noticeable, which makes the knife look even better, and it comes in at number 4. Okay, and now on to number 3, which is the Ginger knife from 2015. This is just probably like the highest quality, best looking non-godly in the game in my opinion. Again, gingerbread items are always some of my favorite looking items in the game, and most 2015 knives have like the edge of the knife looking like it's made out of metal, but for Ginger, half the blade is made out of metal, which looks super cool in my opinion, and this comes in at number 3, and it's my favorite non-godly in the game. Alright, and then on to number 2, which is my favorite gun in the game, is Green Luger. Luger is already a good gun, and turning it green just makes it absolutely incredible in my opinion, since green is my favorite color, and I feel like the shade that they picked is just perfect, and this gun is absolutely incredible in my opinion, and it comes in at number 2. Alright, and before I get to number 1, I want to list off some honorable mentions, which are Blaster, Corrupt, Pixel, Silver Sugar, Silver Elderwood, Reaver Ancient, Red Ice Piercer, Silver Ice Piercer, Red Ice Crusher, Silver Ice Crusher, and also Silver Ice Breaker. Also keep in mind that some of your favorite weapons in the game probably just missed the list. In order to make this, I made a tier list of every single weapon in MM2, and this top 25 isn't even my entire S tier, so I could probably have made this into a top 50, but that probably would have been too long of a list. But now let's actually get to number 1. Alright, I've said this many times in the channel before, so coming in at number 1 is Chill. Chill is just the coolest item in the game in my opinion. Heat is already a super cool godly, and this is just Heat but even better. The knife is a literal dragon as the handle, breathing blue fire, which is the blade. This knife is just super cool, and it's my favorite knife in MM2. The only knife that I think could surpass Chill as my favorite weapon in the game would be a green Chill, but I could only dream of that happening. Yeah, those are my 25 favorite knives / guns in MM2. Again, tell me in the comments what your favorite weapons are, and yeah, I think that'll be for today's video. Make sure to like, subscribe, and turn on post notifications, and I'll throw that outro. Peace.